Hey everyone. Hey Aries. Welcome to December. Welcome to the winter time if you're in the northern hemisphere. It might be summertime if you are not. We're going to go ahead and jump into it wherever you guys are in the world, watching this, listening to this, in full or partial. These messages are for whoever resonates with it. Okay? This is for Aries, sun, moon, and rising placements. Please check your moon and or rising placements for deeper resonance. I am reading for both sidereal and Western astrological charts, so please bear that in mind. I just pray that this winter time blesses you and that you train your mind and your heart, your soul, your body to understand how to slow down without guilt. Let's go ahead and jump into it. We're going to pull a couple oracle messages for you guys, Aries. We are still in Sagittarius season, the new moon in December. That's what this is what these messages are surrounding, is the new moon in Sagittarius, which is on the 19th of December, depending on where you are in the world, because sometimes it can be a different date, give or take a day or a night. We are also entering the year of the horse, the fire horse, next year. But we are still currently in the year of the snake. Numerologically speaking, a year number 9. So we are still experiencing endings, lies being exposed, truth being revealed and spoken. So let's go ahead and see, Aries, what my ancestors see within the forecast of this Sagittarius new moon for you for the next 30 days until the next new moon. Ancestors of light, messengers of light, please come and speak to the sign of Aries, those born under the constellation of Aries. So you received card number 53, healing a costly affliction's pain, hurt. 53 can be significant to you. Maybe you keep seeing 5 and 3 independently here and there, or it can be the number 8. So, Aries, this could be pertaining to an occurrence that happened this year. It doesn't necessarily have to be something that you're experiencing now, but whatever pain you have experienced in the past 6 to 12 months, it's definitely changed you. You're in the process of, kind of healing this wound here, or you've taken the first necessary step to do so. This can be emotional pain. It can be painful thoughts. This can also be physical pain. So if you have been injured, if you have an ailment that causes you some pain, these next 30 days will see that you begin the steps to heal whatever is ailing you, physically, emotionally, or mentally. Okay? I'm just going to pull one more for you guys from this deck. And then we're going to move on to the next oracle message. But there's definitely something that you have experienced, something that you found out, maybe about yourself, maybe about something that happened in your past, There could be some past memories that, you know, have kind of just come to the forefront or is kind of seeping through the cracks that may be very painful for you to face, or painful for you to, once you start to recognize these things. Could be something going on in a relationship that might be very painful for you. Okay, yeah, okay. So thank you, ancestors. First aid, card 58. So it says ensuring a resilient tools readiness. So yeah, this is a good time to make sure that you have what you need, Aries, when it comes to healing yourself. Don't skip steps. First aid kits are very important. First aid kits should always be handy and ready available. So this is showing me here that whatever healing that you need for this pain, it's available to you. Don't condemn yourself. If this is a relationship and you've kind of condemned yourself or condemned the relationship, and you feel, or maybe you broke up with somebody and you just feel like there's no going up from here. No, that's not true. You may feel this pain, and it could be maybe passed on family member, a passed on friend, maybe a spouse of yours passed away. I don't know, but any kind of pain that you are dealing with, any type of pain that you feel at this time, mentally, emotionally, or physically, your healing is always ready for you. You know, this is for certain. This is your ancestors, your creator, your deities, whoever you see as a higher power. They have ensured that you have this first aid kit ready, available to you. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and see what else for Aries. I'm going to pull one more oracle message for you guys, and then we're going to hop into the tarot and see what my ancestors see as, you know, being forecasted for you under this new moon energy, and what you guys have been feeling, what you guys have been thinking about, what you guys want to change. So I give these readings, just remember, I give these readings so that way you guys have the tools and the knowledge and the information that you need to build and create the success that you want in your life, Aries, okay? So I want you guys to bear that in mind. These are not fortune telling messages. This is not me here to tell you, or you're going to be in pain and no, this is me giving you the knowledge through my ancestors to help you guys grow and thrive, okay? And to create and build the happiness, the life and the happiness that you want, okay? Not all messages are positive, because, you know, life is full of negatives and positives. So we have to face the negative in order to approach the positive before we can, you know, reveal the positive. So right now the negative is that you're hurting, right? The positive is that you don't have to hurt forever. It doesn't have to last as long as you think. Your ancestors, or my ancestors, are showing me here for you, Aries, that there is healing for you here. There is hope for you yet. Then we have your answer can be no. It's okay to say no. It's okay to refuse or reject someone or something that you know is hurting you. You're safe. You're safe to say no, Aries, okay? If you've had enough and you just can't really do it anymore, it's okay to say no. It may be very difficult. Maybe that's the pain that some of you guys are dealing with. Maybe you're like, if I say no, you know, if I reject this person, you know, they're going to make me look like the bad guy, or, you know, they may gaslight you and make you feel like you're doing them a disservice by telling them no. But it's like, you have to protect your energy, Aries, right? So you could have someone who may be trying to blackmail you. You may have somebody who's very narcissistic, and every single time you say no, or you suggest something that you want to do or something that you desire, they turn it on themselves and they make it more about themselves instead of about what you want. It's okay to say no to this person, and if they lose it, or if they are out of sorts about it, guess what? That's not your problem. It can be very scary telling people no. It can be very scary, you know, to break out of people-pleasing behavior. It can feel like you're doing everything against what is right when you decide to put yourself first. It can feel very, you know, wrong. But it's not wrong. The more challenging it feels, the more right you are by saying no. Because if someone is losing their temper or trying to cause an argument because you said no, or because you said, no, that's not for me, or I don't want to do this anymore with you. If this person starts to threaten you with court, or threaten you, I don't know, with going to jail, or whatever they're trying to do, there could be some type of situation, you guys, where you could be dealing with somebody who is very manipulative, very controlling. And the reason why they are the way they are is because they are so afraid of not getting their way with you and being left alone, being embarrassed. But that's not your problem. You need to protect your energy. Now, others of you, if this is not a person, maybe this is saying no to something that's actually hurting your health. Maybe this is saying no to an addiction. Maybe this is saying no to, I don't know, just certain patterns. Maybe you need to say no to social media for a while. Maybe you need to say no to a group of people. Maybe there's a group of people or a community that you're a part of that may be a little bit toxic, just not right for you. It's okay to say no to that. Okay? Sorry, guys, I'm trying to scoop my chair up. It's okay to say no and say, you know, this is just not for me. You're not doing anything wrong by saying no, Aries. But I get the sense that this can also be like a very, very, something that's very close to you, very near and dear to you, or someone who's very close to you. This could be a family member. Again, it can be a very controlling friendship. It can be a very controlling partner. Either way, you need to say, you're being asked to understand, you're being shown that it's okay, you are safe to say no, whether that means saying no and breaking up with this completely and distancing yourself from it, or just learning to train somebody to understand that they cannot have any control over you. And the answer is always going to be no when there's misbehavior involved, when there's disrespect involved. This does not, this pain does not have to last, okay? So whatever someone is trying to do to you, it's costing you a lot of, it's costing your happiness. This is costing you a lot energetically. And once again, if this is your physical health, like, you may need to stop eating. You may feel embarrassed, you know, you may feel like, I don't want to be that person who doesn't eat dairy, or, you know, whenever you go to a family function or you go out with your friends, maybe you've decided, you know, maybe I should probably be vegan, or maybe I should be vegetarian, or maybe I should stop eating pork or eating beef, or, you know, maybe I should just stop drinking alcohol and just, you know, drink water, or do a mocktail when I'm out with my friends. You know, there can be a lot of different scenarios where it's like you feel kind of sad or upset, or you just kind of feel like it's just such a challenge for you to just say, yeah, I'm not doing that anymore, or I'm taking a break from this, right? It can be challenging because, you know, you can have some individuals surrounding you who are kind of judging you, or saying, oh, you can do this a little bit, it's okay, you know, you should be able to eat a little bit of this, or you should be able to drink a little bit, right? If you know, if there's any type of addiction involved, or any type of like health crisis in your body, say no to it. You will thank yourself. Your body will thank you, and you will thank yourself in the long run. Don't listen to people's opinions. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull some tarot, you guys. Let's go ahead and see dig a little bit deeper into who's involved in this. If there's a specific person involved, if there are multiple people involved, if this is just, you know, you criticizing yourself and, you know, just really hurting yourself in a way. Let's see, ancestors of light, messengers of light for Aries, sun, moon, and rising signs. Okay. You have the Nine of Pentacles. So some of you guys are needing to make some sacrifices on your own. Like just kind of, there's some decisions that you kind of have to make on your own in order to bring in the abundance. Just know that you have what it takes, first of all. You're not as helpless as you may make yourself out to be. You have a lot of magic at your fingertips and in the palms of your hand and within yourself to make things happen for you in your life, to enrich your life. And you may have felt like you've been alone for a long time in this. Okay? But you're not. Seeing the Nine of Pentacles here is like, this is not someone who is lonely. This is just someone who stands up to their responsibilities on their own. They just get things done. They're not here to have their hand out and to ask for help. They're just here to get things done. They're courageous enough to say, you know what, this is hard, but I got to get it done. I have to do this, right? And the Pentacles represents, yes, not only money, but it represents the body, right? It can also represent sexual energy because, you know, earth is sexual energy. It's creativity, you know, it's about creation, co-creation as well. And, you know, this is an energy, like if there's something that you're dealing with on a sexual level and you kind of feel like you're missing out on something sexually, you're not. There's something that you need to heal from. There's something that you need to really stand up to and be responsible with it before you can expect this physical change to happen in your life, whether it be financially, sexually in your romantic sector, or within your physical body with your health. Okay? If you're looking to, you want to be able to afford something, well, then you have to do the work on your own to save up the money to do so. You have to make certain sacrifices. The Nine of Pentacles is all about someone who has made sacrifices and have stood up to their responsibilities. No excuses, no ifs, ands, or buts. And they get things done without anybody telling them about it. They don't need any prompting. They don't need anybody to say, hey, Aries, you need to get this done. Just get it done. Being self-reliant, right? So if you want someone in your life to rely on you and you're trying to be so, you know, reliable, can you really rely on yourself? That's a big question, right? Keep your promises to yourself, Aries. That's the Nine of Pentacles. Because at the bottom of the deck, you received a Three of Swords. So there is some pain there, some mental pain, some mental healing that needs to get done. Someone's hurt you for sure. Or maybe there's multiple people you've been hurt by in the past. It could also be that you're learning through this pain that you need to rely more on yourself. Okay, yes, it feels lonely, but it's not for long. Let's pull two more tarot messages, ancestors, for Aries, sun, moon, and rising signs for this new moon in Sagittarius this month in December for the next 30 days. What is their forecast for this new moon in Sagittarius? Give us more information for Aries. Okay. Okay, so you have the Ten of Pentacles. It's interesting. You went from the 9 to a 10 of Pentacles. This is beautiful to see. This is about legacy. This is about grandchildren. This is about children, having your own family, your self-reliance. Like if you want to have this type of life where you pass down traditions and legacy to another generation within your family, well, you first have to start off as the Nine of Pentacles. You have to be self-reliant. You have to stand strong, build on a firm foundation for yourself. If you're dealing with pain in a relationship where you just kind of feel like, you know, I'm never going to be able to have a healthy family and, you know, live in abundance in my home, or I'm never going to have a healthy relationship, well, that's not true. That's not true. Rely on yourself, Aries. Don't look for other people to be reliable. The people that you can rely on, I think they're right in front of you, to be honest. You just may not be paying attention. But if you feel you can't rely on people because you have trust issues, because you've been hurt, well, that is a part of you that needs to heal. And when you heal that, that door will be open for you. And you will see that there are people that you can trust. But I get the sense that there is someone in your midst, Aries, who is still there causing a lot of damage. And you need to say no to them. Continue to say no to them. Protect your energy. And it's going to be a difficult decision. This is making a head over heart decision with the Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay? This is Libra, so you may be dealing with someone who has Libra in their chart. And you have to make a hard decision. Either to stay or to go, either to continue to set boundaries, or continue to open that wound up and allow it to fester and continue to cause you to get sick. And you know what I mean? So again, if this is not a relationship and this is more about your physical health, if you want to live a life of good health, okay, because the Ten of Pentacles also represents good health, living till old age, having grandkids or great grandkids or whatever, even if you don't have children, living a life that is full and rich in old age one day. There is something that you have to let go of, Aries, within your daily life. What you're eating, what you're drinking, if there's any substance abuse, that is going to be a very difficult decision, but it's going to, one of the decision that you make, one of them is the right decision. One of them is the wrong decision. One of them is going to continue to hurt you. The other one is going to heal you when it comes to your body. Let's go ahead and pull one more card, Aries, and we're going to clarify these just to kind of dig a little bit deeper, and then we will conclude your reading. Ancestors for Aries and their forecast for this Sagittarius new moon. Let's see here. There we go. I love to see it. Three of Wands. Let your blessings flow to you. You're on the right track. I see the Three of Wands as someone who's been on a long journey. You know what you need to do. You know what you need to do. Staying focused. Taking the right action, because the Wands are all about action. But this is someone who is steady, who is going with the flow. This is, when you act, make sure that you are balanced. Know that everything that you have been working so hard towards, everything that you've been through has not fallen on deaf ears. It has not been, you know, done in the midst of blind eyes. Your ancestors, your creator, people who do love you, they see you. They see what you've been through, Aries. Lean on them. Lean on them. There's nothing that you have to be afraid of. Let's go ahead and clarify these really quickly. Okay. Sorry about the glare, you guys. All right, let's go ahead and clarify the Nine of Pentacles really quickly for Aries ancestors, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Again, for those of you who don't really resonate with this message, please, again, check your Check your other placements. You know, this is for sun, moon, and rising. So if you're an Aries sun sign and you're like, I don't really relate to this, check your rising or your moon sign. Okay, because whatever you're going through right now could be challenging your emotions and your spirit. That's your moon sign. Whatever you're going through can be challenging how you present yourself to the world and how you are being perceived by other people. That's your rising sign, okay? Okay, so we have the Three of Pentacles. More Pentacles here. This has to do with work. Not just work at a job, but like the work that you do with other people. There is someone, for some of you, that you've been working together with to get a project done, or this would be a co-worker. This can be something pertaining to money and a job and a career where you just kind of like, you have to really put your head in the game and get this healing done or get this project done. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You got to get this done. Okay. And if this is more on a healing level of your spirit and your emotions, and, you know, get the job done. No excuses. Okay. No excuses. Let's go ahead and clarify the Ten of Pentacles. If you're also dealing with someone who is very lax in their work and they're kind of dragging you down, again, that might be a good time for you to be like, okay, I can't really work with this person anymore because they're bringing me down. Okay, just food for thought. Ten of Pentacles for Aries. Ten of Pentacles for Aries. Ancestors. Ooh. Yeah. In order to get to the Ten of Pentacles, you have the King of Swords. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, or you have Aquarius in your chart. But again, this is you maturing, Aries. You may need, you know, for those of you who are more focused on your career and your money, you may need to go to like someone who is very experienced. Like they could be a counselor, but they also have their own like empire, or they have their own business, or you know what I mean? Like this is somebody who is very experienced and nothing really gets past them. They don't miss a beat. They're, you know, when you ask them for advice, they're going to give you the truth. They're not going to try to pander to your emotions. They're going to tell you things that make sense, that are objective, that are logical. They're going to encourage you not to allow your emotions to get the best of you and to really just keep your head in the game. If this is an addiction or substance abuse, or if this is marriage counseling or whatever, this individual is here to speak the truth. That's it. And if this is not another individual, this is you, Aries. You have to kind of be like this. You have to be like, you know what? Let me stop crying. Let me stop playing the victim. Let me, you know, if this is about your body and your health, it's like, okay, I need to get my head in the game. I need to go to the gym, or I need to stop eating that food and stop making excuses, right? It's beautiful to see. Let's go ahead and clarify, last but not least, the Three of Wands. Three of Wands for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Ancestors, thank you so much. Oh. Here we go. So, yeah, you received the White Newman. This is an extra card in this tarot deck. This is freedom. This is liberation, you guys. This is transformation. This is ancestors, deities, spirits of the earth and the heavens guiding you and looking after you on your journey. You have not been overlooked, Aries. Please remember that. But the one thing that you have to keep in mind is that you have a job to do. Is that you have a choice to make. There's no excuses. It doesn't matter how your ego feels, how much trauma you've been through. It's time. It's time to do the work. Okay? Those are your messages, Aries, for this December new moon in Sagittarius on the 19th for the next 30 days. Much love and light to all of you. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, guys.